Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Working Man's Road to Glory. As you can see on the screen here, Thibaut Courtois was packed. We actually didn't film us opening up the pack just because I never dreamed of getting something out of the pack that we did open. We opened one of the Premier League upgrade packs when the ratings refresh had just come out. I think it was literally an hour after. And we managed to pick up that. So we will now be jumping in to change the team just to fit him in, because there's no point in having him in the club if we don't at least give him a go. So we will be bringing into defence Bayerin and Aspilicueta just to get him onto some nice chem there. We will be bringing in Matuidi to keep the Serie A links going, and we will be bringing in a new cam and a new striker to go in with Gabriel Jesus as part of that front three. We'll be looking for probably a striker to play in at cam and a cam to play in at midfield, so we can still move Paulo Dybala up. So we find Lanzini, who is someone that we would definitely like to use as cam because he's small, he's quick, he should have most of the things that we need. The only thing I'm a bit worried is that he's very, very weak, so that might not be in line with my style of play, but we will soon find out. We look for there, we would love to use someone like Bobby Firmino there, but we just really can't afford that yet. So we have a quick look through some more strikers. There was nothing really, so we decided to move Lanzini up to striker, and we look for a cam. When we're looking for a cam, first one that we see that really sparks some interest is KDB. So we'll be bringing him in. He links everyone up on cam very nicely, and so those are the players that we'll be bringing into the team for this weekend league. I hope that we use them through to the end. If we don't, then you will obviously know that this team did not work for me, and I'll be making some changes, but we shall just have to play with them and see. Hopefully it is as good as we think it is. If not, then oh well, but we shall try our best with it. So KDB comes into the team there for 109k. We now look for Lanzini. And we find that once we get into the special option, we find that he's going for about 25,000 coins. So we'll jump down and we'll try and get one for as cheap as possible. Go to about 25k there. Looking through, we're looking for something in the centre forward spot still, so we don't have to do too many position changes, and with a chemistry style that, like Hawk there, that does get a bit of shooting, a bit of pace up, and physical didn't really matter if it did get it up or not, because it's very low anyway, and a tiny boost on that is not really going to make too much of a difference. We now jump into Blaise Matuidi, and we find that he's going for just over 11k there, so we snap that one up with a nice little anchor chem style on him. We now look for Cesar Aspilicueta, and we get him with, we're going to look for either an anchor or a shadow, whichever one is cheaper really. I think anchor's going to be slightly cheaper, but we'll have a quick look at shadow anyway just to see, and it's about the same price, so we'll actually snap one up with a shadow just to give him that massive pace boost, so he should be able to keep up with most of the players now. And to go alongside him, Hector Bayerin should be around about 2k, I think. We'll leave shadow on him. What is he going for? It's about 2,800 coins. Very nice indeed. So that is the team completed. We'll now jump into it, put a few fitness cards onto the players that need it. And yeah, that will be our team for this weekend league. We're probably just going to aim for gold one again. We're going to try and just keep up with the gold ones as much as we can. Anything more than that would also be good for monthlies, but we'll just see how we do. Not really expecting too much of greatness from this team. But yeah, that is it. Very strong back line. Pretty strong midfield once we move KDB down. And yeah, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this little squad builder plus the little bit of pack luck that we had. And until next time, I'll see ya. Cheers.